And good evening, everyone. We're beginning here with a horrible case of animal abuse in Buffalo from this past weekend. The nonprofit group Westside Cat Rescue was called to an empty lot near the Tops on Jefferson. A volunteer found a crate covered in a tarp and then described what was inside. Now, I want to warn you, the details here are disturbing.
This is awful. There are two live cats inside, two dead ones. They must have been starving. They started to eat the other cats. We want to show you because this is what is happening out there.
Now, the group was able to get the two kittens that survived in with a foster family. Joining me live here tonight are two people with Westside Cat Rescue, Lisa and Alicia. Thanks to both of you for coming in. This is really just awful, and I have a lot to ask you, but Alicia, you're the one who first came on this,
yes,
right?
Yes.
I mean, you described it there in the video, but I mean, just help us understand how awful this was.
So when I got there, I was expecting kittens in a box, and when I lifted the tarp, I found two deceased cats and two living cats. The deceased cat, or the living cats, were feeding off the deceased cats. We don't know how long they were there. It was pretty traumatic to have to see that.
Yeah. It's sort of the last thing that you would expect. I mean, I assume that groups like yours, you know, animal rescue folks out there get called to things like this sometimes. This is sort of the last thing you would expect.
Yes, absolutely. Especially when the call said there were kittens in a box, and I found a crate with dead cats in it.
Lisa, you reached out to us because your group wants the public to know about this. You guys obviously put the video out there, even though it's very graphic. We blurred it, but why take this message to the public?
Well, we would just want people to understand that there are resources for them to reach out to. There are a lot of rescue groups in the area. Some take in cats for a fee, some do not. But keep reaching out to others to see if someone can help, even if it's calling a relative and saying, do you know someone who can take these cats? Is there a rescue that can take these cats? You know, and the spaying and neutering of them is so important. The more cats that are spayed and neutered, the less we'll have to rescue.
What we're showing right now, I want to continue to follow up on this. These are pictures that you have because you're fostering the two kittens right now.
I am, and they are kittens.
And they're not doing well. There's a lot of trauma here.
They have a lot of trauma. You can see by their eyes. Their pupils are very dilated. They are still very terrified. They are very traumatized. They won't come out when I'm in the room, but they will when I'm not. They were starving, obviously. Yeah. There was no food. There was a very dirty litter boxes, very full in their crate. So they're very traumatized. They'll eat an entire bowl of food because I feel like they don't know if they're going to eat again.
When their next meal
will be, because we don't know how long they were going without food. They are thin. They are skin and bones, but they are eating. And they look, you can see by their eyes, they look very traumatized, the poor little things.
Alicia, is the expectation here that someone was trying to abandon these animals in the hopes that someone else would find them and would take care of them? Because sometimes people will go into situations with, you know, not the intention of this horrible thing happening, but people should know this can happen.
Right. I do believe they tried to maybe do the right thing. I don't think they made the right decision by abandoning them in a empty lot. At least if you're going to abandon them outside of a shelter, a rescue, somewhere where they're going to be found, so that the other two cats didn't even get a chance to live a life.
It's just awful. And while you were talking there, we're showing your Instagram page and your website. Lisa, I'll end by asking you about your organization. And you know, for a while now, we've been going through the situation in which a lot of people are abandoning animals. A lot of people took in pets during the pandemic, and then their lives changed. How difficult has that made it for groups like yours?
It is a challenge. The best thing people can do is either help us with donations of food, donations of money, so we can buy food, we can buy litter for them. If they want to be a foster parent, that would be fantastic too. We always need foster parents. And it doesn't take a lot. It takes a room. I have 2 bathrooms in my house, and I have a kitten. The kittens are in the bathroom. It doesn't take a lot of space. Jamie provides everything that you need to help them. And it is a very satisfying situation. It is very satisfying when the cats don't trust you and then all of a sudden they do. You know,
And
they
that
come to
moment will
you,
come.
that moment where, the moment for these two will come. It's going to take some time. They are very traumatized, but it's just going to take love, and they have to understand that they can trust us, that we're not going to hurt them, we're not going to fail them like the other humans have,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But it's a very satisfying moment when they do trust you.
I'm out of time. What's the website?
westsideCatRescue.com. Sorry.
.com.
Yep.
westsideCatRescue.com. Alicia, Lisa, thanks to both of you. We really
Thank you
appreciate it.
very
Thank you so much for helping them.